Welcome back. Today we are going not to work on LLM, and we're going to work on porting Rescatux to Debian 12. Okay, and so yeah, that's what we are going to do. Um, so um, let's see if I manage to take a look at the different nodes, which I'm not sure where the hell do I have them anymore, because that's what happens, because there's not a pattern for saving a session of an open program. So so we should have Rescatux 2026 nodes, and let's see what the hell we were doing. So development nodes. Let's open down here too, so that we know what we were doing. And these are some annex around here. Okay, so so okay, look at that. So we left 17th of April, and we said that the next video we were trying to make prepare work several times without any problem, but somehow we ended up with this thing here. Okay, so before doing anything else, let's see what else do we have here. Package artifacts. Let me open this thing up. We were trying. Okay, anyways. I'm going to open code for now. And we're going to handle, so this is an open code presentation that I have around here. So this is from the LLM playground videos that they do, hello world and so on. So now I want to be working with Rescatux repo. So we will see how this goes, because I'm not sure that. So Rescatux repos. It's not this one here, isn't it? It's Rescatux. Wait a moment. I have subprojects. I supposed to have a Rescatux thing where all of the new source code it is, and okay, here it is, Rescatux repos. So this is the Bread 26 architecture, and this is Rescatux, which is what we were working right now. So before doing anything, let's take a look and see this Rescatux directory. What the hell does it has? It ciphers it. So do we have any change? So apparently we are in this architecture, so the booster 2026 architecture, even if we are trying to be using you know, Debian 10. So this is architecture version So this is Buster repos. So this is version 10, and then we are okay. So we are working with Buster 2026 architecture versions 02. Make prepare no longer deletes work data. So here we're going to say something like, okay, so I have my OpenAI thing again. So let's try to say, let's work with the best model so that we have a better answer. So explore this project and come up with a prompt that can be reused so that future future prompts can be kept minimal. In addition to what you find out about the project, it can be reused so that future prompts can be kept minimal and skip exploring the project. Exploring the project always for the first time. In addition to what you find about the project, the prompt should also have keep changes minimal in the commit always your changes, and keep changes minimal, commit always your changes. And what else should we keep changes minimal, commit always your changes, and use conventional commits. Is that the name? I'm not sure about that. Conventional commits. Yeah, conventional commits. It's conventional commits for the commit messages. And this needs to be, this is a prompt, so let's do plan, you know what I mean? Because we don't want it to modify the hit thing. And I would like to take a look at here at the repo, because I've listened like here there was an open code thing. Look at that. So open code probably uses some kind of hit thing. Okay, so I'm not sure what this that hit open code is supposed to be. So look at that. The repository is a Debian Live image build project with vendor live build trees under external. I'm checking the top level build scripts and reset commits to capture the workflow accurately. Explode 5 reads, show recent commit message styles. So it's explore 20 reads, shows current working tree status. So the main idea that we have around here is to, you know, hit the status short no output. It's interesting how it says no output, so I guess that the command has, if there's no output, just, you know, just show no outputs, and that's so here it is. I mean, show current working I think that this no output is something that every time you use the shell sub agent or whatever, it always says no output, but there is no output, so that the LLM knows that there was no output. You know what I mean? No files were changed. Reusable prompt, this and that. So let's take a look, because we want to reuse this thing. You're working in the Rescatux repository, project context. This repo builds Rescatux live images using Debian Live, this and that. Top level workflow is driven by Makefile. Supported platforms are this and that. Main comments, this and that. This and that. Build logic lives mostly in this. Docker files. Common live build settings are in here and there. Hooks, Bendort. Current distro config is distroconf. Distro name and version, whatever. So yeah, current live build distribution is Debian Buster because i386 support is needed. Debian snapshot are configured around this thing. Recommends updates and security are disabled for us more. Images, snapshots, important now details. Make file references this, but that file is currently absent. What? Scripts package artifacts.sh reads root version, but this repo currently has version in distroconf instead of a top level version. Yeah. The working tree was clean when this context was generated. There is no obvious lightweight automated test suite at the repo root. Verification, this and that. Coding change rules. Skip changes minimal. Prefer the smallest correct fix over broad refactors. Preserve existing, this and that. Do not rewrite Bendort unless avoid unrated formatting churn. Do not remove or overwrite. Be careful with this. And then the required privilege. If changing configuration, expect both. And this and that. Hit rules. Always commit your changes after implementing and verifying them. Use conventional commits for commit messages, this and that. Before committing, run and hit the status inspect the diff. Do not commit unrelated user changes. Do not amend commits unless when responding to future tags, do not re-export the whole project unless the requested tags requires new context. Use the project context above as a baseline. Make the requested change directly. Verify with the most relevant lightweight command. Okay. So right now I have a problem because I don't want to be using this prompt if something is wrong. And right now, root version, but this repo, yeah, but this is scripts package artifacts. I think they are run inside of reads root version, but this repo has. Wait a moment. So it says that main def shell, this one is okay because I think it's something we want to be adding later on. So scripts package artifacts. Maybe that's scripts package artifacts. Look at that. It's using root version, but then it says that there's no root version for this. Huh. And it's true. Wait, it's distroconf version. Oh, look at that. Okay, so let's ask this thing to fix this thing. So let's go to a mini repo, whatever, and then we will just remove this thing here. Make scripts package artifacts to read version from distro.conf file from root. From root instead of reading it from version file. Although I would like to double check if you know, maybe we prepare any of these and then there's a version somewhere, but I don't think so. So prepare config in container and so on. So it should not be using package artifacts. Is it package artifacts the ones we are trying to modify? Yeah, let's say build, and it should commit everything in one go with our commits. So this and that version. Yeah, I mean, why would you grab this thing? I want it. You can source it. That's why it's here. I'm switching the version lookup to source. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, of course, that's what I wanted you to do. I was just going to tell it that I wanted to source distro.conf. Verify as this and that. So the change is just root distro.conf. And we already have the commit. So that's nice. So right now we could remove this thing here, and that's what we are going to do. So let's copy this thing, a new session, and let's remove, where the hell is this? Script this and that. Hopefully that's good enough. So the let's see if we can figure out I think it's because we are putting an additional config somewhere. Let's see if we, I mean, well, I could try to find this thing manually. Maybe it's not 968, but can you please pinpoint where the error might be so that I am able to validate it before you can commit. You actually commit it. And this is going to be in plan mode. Let me double check codecs thing. So from 97 it has go to 91. So yeah. Tracing the make prepare path, the live this and that, export. Next, because the errors like path condition. the prepare stuff itself. So I'm checking the workspace already has generate build work AMD 64 ISO, so I'm checking its config layout to see whether the prepare step left behind. Docs. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to be doing this manually. Hopefully it doesn't run stuff. I mean, it should not. In any case, it says that the likely collision is in the prepare step itself. I found the exact live build code path now. I'm reading this and that to configure the specs config command to be. Okay. Pro to read. The likely fault line is scripts prepare config in container 14 lb config lateral fails in upstream live build at this thing when it does this thing. So the thing to validate is whether build workflow is already. So the thing to validate is whether build work platform config common is already a directory before lb config runs. If it is, that copy step is the source of the collision. Quick validation check. Inspect build. It must not be a directory. If it is, the prepare config is put in an extra comment, the live build tree. Before lb config runs. I mean, that's, I don't understand anything. That's what happens when you take too long to. So I should start with make clean, isn't it? So maybe make clean. Then I do make prepare. Wait a second. Make prepare AMD 64 ISO. And then I run this thing again, and then it fails. Wait a minute. I need to know what I was trying exactly in order to build everything, because right now I'm not able to reproduce the bug. So I need to understand what's going on with all of this. So yeah, I don't know, 14. So let me open 14 down here. Let me also open 14b. Yeah, so we will see how this goes. So 14. Okay, so maybe we can start with this thing and see if any of this fails, and then I don't know. Yeah, let's start with this thing. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, I should be able to make all of this to work at the same time. So it's like make clean and 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the AMD 64 ISO. This is AMD64 USB. The problem is that I'm not sure if I have fixed anything. i3 ISO, and finally i3 USB. This is not right. i3 8 USB. So in theory here I should be able to do make prepare AMD64 in here. Then we should be able to do the same thing with the USB 1. Then we've got the i386 ISO. Okay, and this is the make prepare here, and we're going to start building stuff. So build in here, build here. Also, let's build here, and build here. So the 4 builds should work, no problem. So now the main problem that they have is that run live build. Okay. Oh, this might be the problem, the package artifacts step. So here's the lb config stuff, which is here. You know what I mean? Which we change the lb config into switches and so on, so that this could be more modular thing. And yeah, what has happened here? 5 watching right now. Hello, watchers from the stream. So this is the package artifacts steps, which we are going to do after testing all of the build working as expected. And this is going to fail. And once we do that, we are going to be able to ask the LLM to fix it, because we will know what the hell is happening. That's why I have these notes here. We tried to make prepare several times, but then we end up with this. So we will see how this goes. Okay, so in here, build, and build. Here it is. And yeah, maybe we are supposed to be, yeah, let's fork this thing out, because now I know a bit what's going on. So I can say something like, I have tried to run this thing, so so I have started with this thing here, which is make clean, and then make prepare build. And then in the next step, so the next step is the package artifacts thing, which I'm not sure which one it is, but so it should be a run live build.sh thing. So if we take a look at main makefile dot, where the hell are you? Makefile dot makefile as is. We can see package artifacts. So make package. So make package. What make package does is to run the scripts package artifacts.sh. So I guess that I could just run make package in order to do so. So yeah. So this is let me copy this here. Here it is. And now we write this down. So we start with, and then we run make prepare. Sorry, make package, so that the package run live build. I don't understand why run live build is something. I'm not doing this right. There's something in here. Make file. Let me see. The question is, why does it mention run live build.sh? That's my question. Run live build.sh is make build, which we are already doing, so we should be right. So script package artifacts. So let's, so that the scripts package artifacts is run. Okay. So let's see how this goes. So now we are waiting for everything to build, and hopefully it's going to work as expected, and we will be able to test the make package stuff properly. You know what I mean? Yeah. So everything is building here and there. I need to use a proxy package proxies thing, or maybe not, because it would mean having here a lot of space used by the proxy. So yeah, we just have to wait for this to work, to finish. So we are building the 4 ISOs at the same time, and once it finish, yeah, once it finishes, we will be able. So apparently having a CLI with lines going down, it attracts people, and then they go away. So I don't understand how to make this more attractive. So what I'm saying is that make clean, make prepare build, make prepare build, and maybe the problem is that once we make build, we cannot run make prepare again. That's what I'm going to do. Then we run make prepare. Make prepare. Wait a minute. If I run make prepare, to see what happens. If I run make prepare, it's going to delete anything? That's a very good question. So make file, make prepare. Make prepare. Look at that. Prepares build workspace without deleting cache data. Run prepare config. Run prepare config. So what this does is run the prepare config in container script, which it's here. So this is going to delete the config file, and then it's going to delete this thing. Oh, I think this has been fixed. And fix ownership here in work. Which, okay. Look at that. This is generating the init RD, so it means that the kernel has probably been generated before, and we will see how this goes. List of sources could not be run. Is this an error? Conflicted values set for option check valid until. I think we had managed to fix this thing before, so I'm not sure if this is an error or not, because it keeps building stuff. So make prepare, make build. I need to make clean platform things so that we can focus on just making clean a platform and work on it instead of cleaning everything. You know what I mean? So let's see how this goes. Squashfs. So we are. This might saying this might make sound my voice a bit cut because it's taking too much CPU, but we will see. So right now is the four of them are squashing everything, and it's like, yeah. So I'm a bit suspicious to know so regarding what we want to be doing right now today, which is fixing this, make prepare to work several times did not work, but currently it works. So I think this is not an error, but we will see how this goes. In any case, lb config no auto. Why would we do lb config no auto? This is something that you would do when building, isn't it? So for now, what we can write down here is in this this thing here. And our first test of running make prepare. Okay, so our first test, try it to run this and that. But we didn't find any problem while trying to run make prepare several times. Okay, so then we have attempted a bigger build, so we have done everything, and every one of the builds ended up well. And then this is the next thing we want to test. We want to see if make prepare it's going to fail or not. And let's see how well all of this goes on. So we are preparing the squash fs thing. Yeah, you know what I mean. So once everything ends, we will be able to run this thing here. Make prepare again to see if it fails or not. And then we are going to run make package, which is going to take everything and package everything. So I'm not sure if we are missing. So maybe in the development notes we can some ideas for the future. So you can use where are you, make clean. You can use make clean with this thing here. You can use make clean. Okay. More ideas. You can use make package, because you can use make package. Probably we need make clean all or something like that, so that it cleans everything. We will see how we do this thing. We'll make clean cleans everything, because yeah, you can use make clean make package to package everything. Okay, so we will see how this goes. Let's see if how. Oh, look at that. Wait, the above error warnings can be ignored. Okay. Let's package everything, and so the AMD 64 USB has finished, and we are okay. So the AMD 64 ISO has finished. This one is still going. The two i3 XD6 ones are still going, but I think that they are going to end soon. So finished and finished. So everything has finished. So now we're going to test this thing. Like, where's the this thing? So this is from the other day. So we didn't find any problem when make prepare. Now we're going to see what happens. Make prepare again. Let's do this in the first one. Okay, so make prepare. Nothing happens, so we might conclude that the error has been fixed. Now we are going to test the next step thanks to make package. So make package is going to package the different artifacts, isn't it? So let's see what it does or doesn't do or whatever. Is this because it has no yeah, so VH mode scripts package artifacts. So make scripts package artifacts executable. Okay, let's try again and see what happens. So this is running scripts package artifacts.sh, and we don't actually, I mean, we can take a look at the source code and take a look at what this is supposed to be doing, because I don't remember very well, if you ask me. Look at that. After adding the execution bit, we are getting, so this is not right. So apparently this is not run inside Docker. Huh. So, you know, let's cancel everything here, because that's not right. So if you take a look at packages, package artifacts, you will see how this is like running in the same place, and once you do the stuff you can remove this file from here, but it doesn't work because, you know, so wait a moment. So this is the one that fails, isn't it? Rescatux dist, Rescatux dist. So we move this thing into this image here, and then this happens. And everything fails because we don't have the right permissions. So what are we going to do? Should we keep this what's the name? Should we keep this script as is and modify the I mean, the question is, should we run this thing inside Docker, or should we just, you know, because yeah, everything else it's like designed to be run inside Docker, but you know, like build live build or run live build. So run live build, for example, this is supposed to be running from inside the Docker, and that way you don't have to take too much care about everything, you know. Because let's take a look. So now, right now in dist, we have the .iso, and we also have the zip. So the .iso package artifact. So the .iso, it has been moved, and somehow it had already the right permissions in here. That's something that I want to double check. Then you've got the EMG, which is root, and that's where we have the problem, because this has been moved. And then we have the zip. Yeah, and dist itself, is it root? No, it's the final user. So why this has Rescatux permissions and the other one doesn't have it? What the hell are we doing wrong in this thing? So run live build, it's going to run live build in container. So let's read this thing. So this is doing config no auto lb build. Host UID, host GID, run live build in container. Run live build in container. Yeah, so in theory, this package thing, which is package artifacts, it's taken a look at that, and so let's try to run package artifact.sh manually, sort of. So we've got a directory which is build work, and then inside the build work there are several one of them. So here it searches for live image.iso, and what I'm seeing here is everything is Rescatux. Okay, that's nice. Then I guess that the i386 ISO, it's the same thing. So wait, this is root. Why is that? Is it because it's running with different... By the way, I haven't run this thing regarding... I mean, I haven't run it, but look at that. This is root instead of Rescatux. That concerns me. Is it because when you have exactly the same architecture, this is right, but then it's not? Or are we missing anything? So what about AMD 64 USB? We have the same problem. It's everything root. And what about i386 USB? We have the same problem. It's root. So I'm not sure how are we supposed to fix this thing. So we move the ISO, so that's okay. Then if there's an image, we try to delete it, which might or might not work. In any case, here in dist I should have some stuff, which is the ISO, the USB. Yeah, this USB image should be Rescatux instead of this thing here. So I think we are going to ask the AI to run this thing inside of a Docker, and that's it, because otherwise this is taking too long. Because otherwise we need to figure out how to do the right root stuff. So we'll see how this goes. So let's ignore for now everything, and so I've started with this, and then in the next step, make prepare has some problems with permissions. I want you to split the current. I want you to split the current package artifacts, which is in here. The current package artifacts.sh file into two different files, similar to what happens with, and here's the thing, similar to what happens with run live build and let me see, with run live build and where the hell is this thing? Run live build in container. Run live build in container. So that then update run live built in container so that it owns the files it has created in dist as the GAD and UID from the user, similarly to how they are passed in the Docker invocations. Let's say build and see what happens. Because if there's something wrong, we can just revert the commit if we need it. So it says that I'm checking the packaging scripts and the container build wrapper first, then I'll split the packaging flow and wire in ownerships fixes. I found the package in the script is still doing both collect and finalize work in one pass. Next, I'm checking how make package invokes it so I can split it clearly without changing the workflow. Yeah, so this should be checking something in makefile, this and that. I've confirmed package is still a single host site script. I'm searching for the current dist ownership path so that I can move the actual file work into the container and make the container shown the output back to the host user. I don't know if this is the right way of doing this thing. But if I don't have to do anything, that's much better than having to split this thing manually. Okay, look at that. Hit changes. This hasn't worked to me in a long time, so build container, work this and that. Okay, more changes. I spotted for one follow-up. The build container needs explicit root and work variables before a new thrl block. I'm fixing that. The split is in place. I'm doing a shell syntax check on touch scripts notes in the full image build would be overkill for this change. That's right, that's right. Package artifacts in container. This and that. And this is the own thing that we want to be doing. So the problem that I have with this thing is that package artifacts. Okay, so docker run package artifacts in container. And what the hell is it's using as docker Rescatux builder AMD64? That's okay. Package artifacts in container. Okay, and run live build in container. Wait a second. I haven't asked anything about this. Okay, so I want to change us to your recent work. First of all, do not modify run live build in container. So revert the changes as specific to that file only from the latest commit. Okay. Do not modify this thing file. Then package artifacts is okay. I think so. And then improve the script, improve package artifacts in container.sh so that it actually saves onto memory which files it has created in this directory, and it owns only those files instead of all of the files of the directory. Package ref package. Do not revert any commit in case it's not. Do not revert any full commit. Note. Do not revert any full commit. Okay, so 304 to-dos completed. Okay. System file ownership changes. Reverting changes. I'm reverting only the container build wrapper changes and tightening this and that. So packages. So this should be the way it was before. And now created files, this and that. Okay, let me double check. So created files, remove created file, th own, remove track, created file, and then when you remove it, yeah, that's right, and then you th own created files, which should be a loop with all of the created files. Yeah, this, I think this does what I would like to be doing in here, so I'm pretty happy with it. So again, now we are going to delete everything in here. Wait, I hate all of this. I mean, do we actually have to build everything again in order to test this thing? In any case, what I'm going to do is to remove this. Wait, what you say? Okay, I'm not in this. So I want to delete this file here. Here it is. So it's only Rescatux, and unfortunately, we should end up building everything. So we should have to do the make build platform. Yeah. So I'm going to build everything again, and once everything is built, we will run the make package thing again, and it should work even if there are files in here, because that's why we want to do that, so that we have files in here. So yeah. Later on we should be focusing on, wait, this has gone quite fast. It might have detected that everything was already built, and you only needed to run the thing. That's interesting. Okay, let's see what happens, because I am not sure that this is going to work as expected. Let me open the package artifacts in container thing. Package artifacts in container. So this is going into build work and then live image. So let me check that. So live, so build work, live image. So AMD64 live image. We don't have the live image stuff, so apparently it doesn't know that it has to build everything again, so that the images are so somewhere in the cache of live build it says, okay, everything is built, so we don't need to build it. but that's not true. So yeah. So let's run make clean and build everything again. I don't like it, but for now that's what it is. So we will have to wait some minutes for this to finish so that we can make prepare. Wait a second. We have around here the right commands to run, so make prepare and so on. So AMD 64. Okay, make clean. We only need make clean once because it affects everything. So ISO, let's go, and AMD 64 USB, let's go, and i386 ISO, let's go, and i386 USB, let's go. So this is like make package attempt 1, and here we're going to do make package attempt 2, and thanks to this should work as expected. Let me see. Okay, hello, Chief Tech. How are you? Chief Tech. Have you say wow in a video? Wasn't you? I don't know. Don't remember. Should I have here? No, it wasn't you. It was Sanker814. How are you, Chief Tech? I'm trying to build, Rescatux with a new system, and right now I have the 4 different builds. So the AMD 64 ISO USB, and then the i386 ISO and i386 USB running, and yeah. So if you want to talk about something, or you have any Rescatux doubts or supergroup to disk, or maybe open code, because I lately have some streams regarding LLMs and so on. So I was learning Python. Oh, yeah, Python. I have some of Python in Rescatux, although it's more the Rescat part, I think. But there was something here in Rescat. I mean, not in this branch, but in the old one there was some, maybe external. No. So where the hell are you? So there was the old REPL had some script, but I don't know if it's something that. So here's the thing. So wait, not this thing here. Rescatux So this is the Rescatux Spread 26 architecture with untracked files. And if I'm not mistaken, there was a Python file somewhere in here. Although maybe it was Rescap, the one that, yeah, it was Rescap. Because in here, there is no Python file. Yeah, this was Rescap, now that I think about it. So what I have in Rescap is Rescatux repos. Where's the Rescap repo? Where the hell has the... That's a very good question. I should have Rescap. Well, Rescap is the main tool of Rescatux that helps you fix your system. But somehow I don't manage to find the repo. That's very interesting. So Rescap image. So basically Rescap is what you see here. This is, so the only thing, so this shows you some help like this one here, and then you can click run and it fixes stuff in your computer when you are not able to boot it. You know what I mean? But the thing is that this has PyQt, so it uses Qt under the hood. That means that everything here is handled by Qt, and you've got some nice UI. So if you want to do some nice UI, some simple UI, you can use PyQt. And yeah, so PyQt is in here. Let's find the English one. So this is the Python binding for the cross-platform GUI Qt. So that's what I use for my user interface thing, and it can be useful for you if you try to convert your scripts to something that's GUI. The thing is, where the hell do I have Rescap? Because I should have Rescap in here. So I'm a bit concerned that I've lost Rescap somehow. But it should be here, if you ask me. So it should be Rescap. It should be a directory. So I don't know why I'm not able to find it. So in the meantime, we're going to double check how the builds are going on. So right now it's building the SquashFS image for the ISO, and this is building whatever it is. So where do we have the fine search in here, isn't it? Okay, look at that. Rescap TMP build, Debian Rescatux. Rescap build push install. I mean, Rescatux repo. Rescatux Rescap. Okay, so it's not in Rescatux repos, but in Rescatux Rescap apparently. So here's the Rescap, project, and here in lib I have many April Fool's Day thing which I'm supposed to be removing soon, and I think that I also have, I mean, yeah, the main rescap should be written in PyQt, isn't it? Here in the binary we have rescap. This rescap is written in Python. And that's where we are using PyQt, in this case PyQt 5, in the GUI core WebKit so that you can embed web pages, widgets, and so on. And here's all the source code. It's everything. It's one file apparently, although then it uses many files. So if you are interested in taking a look at a Qt page, you can go to Git in a Qt project written in Python. You can go to github.com/rescatux/rescap. Here it is. Here's the URL. Okay. Here's the URL. And this is the same thing I was showing you I mean, it does more stuff, but you can take a look at how I build all of these menus from some text files instead of trying to draw this thing with a tool, because I didn't want to draw everything with a tool. So yeah. So rescap probably should be moved somewhere else so that I am not confused or regarding where this is where this is. But I won't be moving it for now. So let's take a look at different builds to see how it goes, and if my script improvement has worked as expected, we will be able to run make package, and we will find everything in dist. So we will see how this goes. Yeah. And by the way, you can use OpenCode, which has some free models like this ones here. Minimax is quite good if you ask me. It has some free models. So these are free models that you can use while learning Python. And I mean, maybe it's not the best way to learn Python, but this could help you make changes into your Python projects. Okay, first one has been built. This one takes a bit longer, so we are waiting for 3 more builds, and we will be able to make package. You know what I mean? So what else are you learning? Shifter. Assuming you're still online, which I'm not sure about it. Because, yeah. In any case, it should not take too long to finish, because right now it's creating the binary whatever. So once this ends, this will have more CPU to use. Even that, I think that each one of these, each one of those are using their own core to build the stuff. So 1 and 2 go, and now we will see the third and fourth one to see how it goes. Okay, bye. So bye, Shifter. Nice to have you around here. So, build. So this should be this should be ending in any moment now, and we will be able to test a make package thing, which right now should work flawlessly, hopefully flawlessly. You know what I mean? So I need to double check those errors regarding using this and that. But in any case, look at that, this one has ended first. And now hopefully we can get the ISO properly done in here. Okay, the 4 of them have built properly. So we should be able to do a make package, isn't it? So make package. Let's see what it does exactly. Detect Debian GNU in repository at workspace. What the hell? Hit config global at save directory workspace. Let's ask this. When running make prepare make package after everything has been built again, I am getting this thing here. What is it all about? I mean, I'm plan. You should not commit changes. It's a hit save.directory protection. What's happening? Packages artifact in container.sh runs hit rep partial to level inside container. Hit sys the repo mounted at workspace, but the ownership does not match the user running hit in the container. Since this is a trigger Debian ownership, what to prevent this and that. This is not a normal chmod ch own problem. It's shit refusing to trust the repository path owned by the different user. Typical fixes. Mark workspace as safe inside the container. Avoid calling hit there and pass the repo root in another way. Run the container as matching host UID GID. Given your setup, the smallest practical fix is usually to add workspace as safe directory. No. Let's take a look at the other scripts. Run live build in container. Run live build. So this has this thing like host UID and host GID. And run privileged. Wait a moment. Package artifacts. What do we have in package artifacts? Where the hell is this? Wait a second. What do we have in package artifacts? And what did we have in run live build? Look at that. Root workspace. Image. I mean, it's not image. Rescatux builder arc. So we don't use privileged because we don't actually need that. That's right. But then the problem is run live built-in container apparently doesn't need to know where the root is. So there's no need to do that. Wait a second. So work in there. Package artifacts. Package artifacts. Workspace. What the hell is this workspace thing? So root ends up in workspace, and then you are in workspace. So there's no need to be in package artifacts. There's no need to do any of this. Given your setup, the smallest practical fix is usually to add workspace as a safe directory. Okay, what about realizing that the working directory, once the Docker starts, is going to be root. So there's no need of so it's just so it's just either using, so it's just defining root as the result of the pw command, as the very first step in the package artifacts in container.sh script. What about, do you agree with me? Yes, that's the better fix. Docker this, Redis this and that, start, exploit, this boom, 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 boom. This is only correct. The script is always start, which, okay, so, okay. Go ahead and fix it. So now it's going to fix it, and it's going to, yeah, just going to do that. That way, this is going to be working as expected, I guess. So now the change is rather straightforward. And then later on, we are going to do something so that this is not so only package this and that. So we are going to squash everything in here. So from here, I guess, preserve artifact ownership. Yeah, so this and that. These three ones are going to be the same thing. So I think that I am able to run make package again, and it will work as expected. Zip command not found. Zip file. So we need to have, yeah, what the hell do we do? Do we add zip into the build image, or do we do something else? Because each time we build anything, yeah. So let's fork this message here so that and then let's say something like while running I am getting this and that. Can you please add zip package to the correspondent Docker file so that it's handled, so that we don't need to install it each time it's needed. And locating the builder image and the package script so that I can make this and that. Builder image. So from the builder image. So which one? Dockerfield.amd64 and Docker files are updated. I'm checking the result in diff. Minimal this and that. Okay, let's try again. Hopefully this works. Zip not found. Yeah. We actually need. Is there anything in here? Makefile. Rescatux build X builder. Builder make blank firm. How do I force those Docker images to be built again? Maybe make a statement that it's already defined in Makefile. Let's say that this is a plan. Makefile. I mean, it should be okay. If you want to force a rebuilding conditionally, you have to do this thing. If you want only one architecture, it's like this. Okay, let's do like this, and we should be fine, isn't it? Builder dot whatever. Builder AMD64 dot stamp. Wait a minute. Why don't we have the i386 stamp thing? What's going on here? Make builder. Maybe there was no need to do an i386 stamp in the first place. That's very interesting. So in here we should have the zip thing, maybe. I don't know. So the idea is once we manage to fix all of this, so right now we should have a zip. I should be able to commit to squash this this thing here. Prefer artifact ownership should have 1, 2, 3, and 4 committee here. And once we have that, we will have version 03 of this branch, and we should be quite fine with all of this, if you ask me. What's interesting to me is that the i386 builder wasn't there, the timestamp, so I'm not sure what's going on in here, in there, you know what I mean? So if I open makefile, why don't we have the timestamp for the builder? Maybe I haven't run make builder. Maybe I always do make builder whatever, and I never tried to build the i386 thing yet. I don't know. So builder depends on builder AMD64. It also depends on bootstrap. Yeah, so I'm not sure why the i386 builder wasn't there. Maybe I didn't need it anymore. I don't know. So once this ends building the builder, we are going to be you know, to be testing this thing again to see if make package finally ends without any problems, and we will have to run everything again to make clean, to build everything, and then see what happens in dist. Right now, by the way, in dist, everything that it's found in here, it's not root, so that part seems to be working as expected. The problem that we have right now is, first of all, this thing here, and then the zip. So we should be getting usb.emt.zip, because that's what we want to be you know, that's what we want to be releasing. We want to release an .emg.zip file, and I wonder if we have to say a warning that this has double extension or whatever, so that people are not scared when they are trying it. So we will see how this goes. So hopefully we can test that make this works as expected. Although what's going to happen is that it's going to detect that the files are not there, and once the files are not there, this is not going to work as expected. So I might need to recreate the build for a moment, and we will see how this goes, because otherwise it's going to take ages to do this thing, and we don't want to build everything again. I mean, we actually want like a snapshot, and then try the snapshot and see what happens. So let me see. What we actually want to do is to do something like, so we are inside of this. Okay, so Rescatux AMD 64.iso. This is going to be found in work, so build work AMD ISO, and we are going to put it here. That's it, and I'm going to say that this is root build work AMD 64 ISO and Rescatux ISO, because that's something that I think happens currently, although maybe this one in particular wasn't root. So I'm going to put what I think was in here, but the other ones were root, so that's what I'm going to be using. So AMD USB, it's going to be going into build work AMD 64 USB. That's it, and this is going to be root build work AMD 64 USB Rescatux this and that. So again, Rescatux, and this is the third one, so that ISO, it's going into build work. I mean, I could have asked the LLM to write this down so that I don't have to do this manually, but you know why? Do you know? We don't need the LLM for this simple stuff. So Rescatux ISO, and then we have Rescatux image, which goes into build work. And the i386 USB, and now we can do root build work i386 USB Rescatux this and that. So now if you take a look at all of this, we should have all of this. So the ISO image, this thing and this thing, and with size. So you can see this is Rescatux because I think it apparently it works with those permissions like that. And here we are still apparently okay. We are building the i386 builder image. And once the i386 builder ends up, we are going to test this build. You know what I mean? So yeah, open code. Exact timestamp. Okay, this seems to be ended, so we will write this here. Apparently this is not. So attempt to zip package is missing. We fix it. And what about attempt number 3? Let's go. I mean, I haven't checked if zip is being installed yet, but I think so. I mean, it's interesting how this goes fast, but actually this number here is just decisecond, so it's 1/10 of a second. So importing to Docker, and once this has done, oh look at that, it was using. So now we should be able to run make package. Hopefully this should work as expected. So it should take the end. Now wait, what's happening here? Are you kidding me? Didn't I have a where the hell is this? I mean, we have everything in here, but somehow doesn't do anything. What's going wrong here? Now I don't understand anything. So the files are here, but make package. Okay, so let me have some music in the background so that I mean uh, I could ask, you know, the OpenCode to take a look at this, but let me package artifacts, this and that. So workspace is the root, and package artifacts in container. Is this because this is working? ISO target root dist Rescatux. Um, okay, let's fork this thing. When running make package, I expect some files to be appearing in when running make package after many make build comments, and I expect some files to be appearing in dist in the host system, but nothing appears. Is it maybe related to the Docker calls? So I'm saying build, hopefully make package. I found the package in scriptlets and read on top left make flow. Package step is not because of failing to write the host volume and checking whether it's looking in the wrong build directory. Expect the artifacts in different file name location. Haven't found Docker mount problem yet. The strongest package artifacts, it's searching for the wrong live build output name. So when checking the configure image type, I found a likely mismatch with live build output naming, but I want to more check against the repos. I want to verify the actual live build context. So for the mismatch, the USB build outputs are already named. Oh, no, like image. Wait a minute. Oh. Packaging only knows the all live. No, 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 no. Continue. Running the package started. I'm not going to do that. Let's see what the hell it has done in here. That has it commit anything? It has not. Hit restore this thing here. Okay, that's it. And so let's fork this thing. Let's plan. But nothing appears. Apparently, I have moved some dist files back to the source directories where they are read from. Please write the comments, including and zip, that I need to be running so that those files have their original names. Hopefully it understands what the hell I'm talking about. And on the package screen, let's see what happens with codecs. So 91, 83. Oh my god! And this is a free plan, so I've got enough to reconcile the expected artifacts named during one last read of the generated build output, so that I can give you this and that. Considering file management. Use this to restore the package names to the repo specs. Wait a minute. So it's the other way around. Anyway, this helps me a bit in order to fix this thing. So this should be build work AMD 64 ISO. Wait, there's no ISO in here. What the hell? That might explain why this didn't work as expected. And there's no ISO, I mean there's no image in here either. Okay, there's an image in here. So this image should be the image for i386. So this one here. Okay. And the i386 USB. Okay, so this one here should be, wait, this is not right. This one should be this one here, and the i386 ISO should be something else. So this should be an ISO image, which it's like this. ISO, nice. So I guess that we have some files in dist as a consequence of letting the OpenCode do stuff. So we should be going into AMD 64 ISO, and this should be moving the dist. Wait a second. Dist is in here. I mean the dist Rescatux AMD64 ISO should be live image AMD ISO. I need to snapshot somehow all of this so that I can um, go forth and back. You know what I mean? So this one here shouldn't have anything else, and this should be like the image one, which it's going to be called image for AMD 64. So this one here you are. So now this is empty, and hopefully if we do make package, it's going to work as expected. Hopefully we haven't managed to to make it wrong. We should also have zip file, and yeah, and we will see. So let's prepare this forked message just in case we need to do anything here. Maybe build, maybe leave plan here, maybe build. Yeah, so for this, for the next one. Okay, dist. Look at that. We've got dist in here. The thing is that while we have done dist, this has modified. Okay, wait a moment, please. Okay, so I need to end the stream. So let's write down what it's left to be doing in the so what I wanted to know if the package thing it's moving files. So look at that. Move those, move this, move that. I mean, if we move the file, we save some space. You know what I mean? But okay. Anyways, let's write this down on the nodes, which should be here somewhere. So next video, let's remove the next video here. So next video, create a new branch and squash all the new comments regarding, and here it is, hit log. Make a script package artifacts executable. Prefer read package from distro. So package artifacts. Yeah, let's do like that. Regarding so including with the title, and the title it's going to be the other one, which is in here. The title it's preserve artifact ownership in container builds. Okay, in the so the next video it's going to be about that. Then it's going to be explore about make release not doing mbif commands so that we can keep testing build images even if we have requested a release. And yeah, that's what we are going to do in the next video. So we could keep working on the 15 file, which is in, where the hell is in here? 15 file. Oh my god, where the hell is this? Okay, Rescatux build nodes, which should be somewhere. Rescatux live nodes. I have to go. Why is this so difficult to find? Okay, here it is. Okay, at the end with the new date. So that's all for today. In any case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to push, what's the remote? I'm going to push GitHub origin and the current branch, which don't remember which one it is, so that this is not lost in the we will end here the stream, as I have been saying for a long time. So let's close this thing just in case it takes too much RAM. And yeah, let's end the stream. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.